leaders and the young people. Sorry to spoil your party. My life is a dog's life. Parliament is waiting for me, but I thought I should come here and listen. And when I saw that there were those two girls from Kamuli, I said, I'm busy, but let me go and find out what has happened to these children. Now, part of my constituency is a cattle corridor. And sometimes when I'm driving in those trading centers, I look at this one must be below 20 with her small baby. This one must be about 17. Occasionally I engage them and so on, but what I'm saying is that I live that problem because of where I come from. But I want to just agree with Professor Nwagaba, my good Muchiga friend. There are two things he said which I want also to speak about. One is the need to change the mindset. Some time back, I was concerned that men are not taking care of their children. So I invited one old man to my home in Kamuli there. And I said, Mzee, I want you to tell me, why is it that it's the women who are struggling with these children? He said, you, my daughter, our work is produce the children. The question of fending for them is for their mother. Really? He said, yes. That's how we live. So, that's the attitude. Then, I have a program where I support brilliant children who are clever, but especially like from P7. If you are in Namusagari and you get 12, I'll support you. So one day I was now in a neighboring sub-county of Barawali. I said, Madam, we like you. We're happy about the water. But there's something you have not done here. I said, what? In this village, you have not educated anybody. I said, gentlemen, I should educate your children? He said, yes. So I said, you man, go there in front of your colleagues. I want you to explain to them whether you and me, whether we met in Nawantale market, and I told that you go and produce and I will pay. He said, you stand there in front of your colleagues. He was unable to say that. So I said, you guys, you produce, Rebecca Kadaga should support. You produce Ndagawa should pay. Yoweri Museveni should pay. I receive about 100 letters a day. Believe me, 70% of those letters asking for school fees. University, secondary. Some have the audacity to say, Mwana limpi wanu. So I said, Iwe, what is your own plan? What is your own plan? P1, you have the audacity to come to me that I want to have a good education. That's your business. It's not my business. But this is the kind of people we work with and the people we represent. So really, our religious leaders, you must talk to our friends so that they are able to review their thought patterns. Then we have, in part of Usoga, unfortunately, we have people who say, you girl, you have grown up. You go and get money for us. So it's up to the girl to find how to get the money. It's happening in Mayuge. It's bad. Many of the child marriages and teenage pregnancies are in that area. But let me just talk about the cost of education, cost of having a child. One of my children is a doctor in the Midlands. She works in the National Health Service in Derby. But she told me that in the UK, the conditions for having a child, you get pregnant, you go to the hospital, so they give you a condition. Before you leave this hospital, you must have bought a pram. You must have a child seat in your car. There are things you cannot leave the hospital without. If you don't have them, the child will stay there. You know, it's that serious. So they want to make sure that you have got this child, but you have the capacity and all the facilities. You are not going to carry a child here and driving in the car. They will arrest you. It must be the child seat. You cannot say the child is walking with you. No, push the child in a pram. Those are the conditions. But here, just get and put in the mugongo and start walking. So I think we really need to work hard on our attitude change, and we need to have the courage to tell our people the truth. I had a friend, he's dead now, who was a member of parliament. He had 3 children. So one day we were at a rally, then we were talking about child spacing. Then when he said, I have 3, they said, you know, they said, how, 3 children? Olikuchi. You know, that was the attitude. They sort of dismissed him. You're not a serious person. Because said 3. I think they wanted to hear 12, something like that. Then the women, that are women also. I think we need to encourage the women to value themselves. The young lady said now she looks smart. One day I was, you know, I'm engaged in so many campaigns. We were doing a fistula campaign. Then a woman came to me. She said, I got fistula. Oh, I'm very sorry. Okay, well, how many children? She said, I have 10. She was having the 11th. I said, Madam, you are having 11th child? She said, yes, that's how I got the fistula. But you already have 10. And you're continuing. So I think we need to really do a lot of work to change the mindset of our people. And I think it's our responsibility. And I don't agree with the president. Sometimes I get angry with him because I think he encourages people. Some of the things he says. When he says, you have many children. People listen to him and they think it's okay. It's not okay because they can't look after them. Children without clothes, no blankets, no food, no. So you may take the courage to speak about this issue and tell people need quality families, quality children, and a quality life. Thank you very much.